Hey, welcome to the Southern Fried Podcast Sports Edition, our SFP programming for sports. And we did a NFL pick show here a little over a week ago. We're doing college football for three different teams. And we have as our guest, well, we used to know him by another name, but for this week, he's going to be Bamma Cook. So we got the Georgia boys, we got bottle openers, and cups over here behind Robert, and so we're repping. None of us are Tennessee fans, but we're going to pick them too. So Georgia, Bama, Tennessee, we're going to roll with these picks.
I'm going to go ahead and point out that even my Mountain Dew tonight is Bulldog Red.
There you go. There you go. Be the dew.
That's right.
Well, it's good to have you, Bamma Cook. We're glad to have you here. I know you're a big Bama fan.
It's good to be here. Absolutely.
Let's see how this shakes out. It would be fun to track it week by week. And by the way, when the season starts, we're going to do a weekly. You know, we'll see how our picks go and kind of talk about that for NFL too. So this is just to get us a preseason pick 'em, and then we're going to come back every week and look at how we're doing.
I'll tell you what. I'll say 2 weeks out. We come back and we give our three of us a chance to modify 2 weeks.
Oh, sure, we can do that.
I think that would be fair. But right now, let's go for the pick'em.
Let's go for the pick'em. So, all right, for our beloved Georgia Bulldogs, they start the season. It is at a neutral site, but Georgia is the home team against Clemson. This was a really great game a couple of years ago when Georgia pulled it out and went on to be national champions. I thought that was 3 years ago. But this is going to be a really good game. I just think that Georgia's still loaded up enough. Clemson's not quite back to where they were at one time. And I see Georgia winning this game against Clemson, first game of the season. All right, Bamma Cook, what do you got there?
Georgia.
All right. Rob?
I'm going to say that Fitz is going to get the dog snot whooped out of him.
You got it. All right. Wins across the board against Clemson week 1. All right. We're going to switch over to Bama. They've got the big powerhouse, Western Kentucky University. Well, you know, it's going to be a win for Bama. This is a warm-up game. They've got them at home. This is a game. They got a couple of games to get them ready for later in the season, some things. They got a new coach. You know, some players have left. They still got the same quarterback, but this is a win all the way for Alabama. This might get embarrassing after halftime. So, Cook, what you got?
Alabama.
Oh yeah, Rob.
Alabama.
Yeah, it's a win all the way across.
This will be the first win for Alabama after Saban left.
Yeah.
That'd be big for you, Cook.
That's interesting. All right, let's go to Tennessee. And none of us are Tennessee fans, but they've got the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. The first game. You know, that Tennessee, University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, the Mocs have a really good team, but I don't see them beating Tennessee. I really don't. I'm going to go win here for Tennessee. Cook? Cook's actually thinking about it.
I can't see it. I mean, I don't want to say
it.
Yeah, Tennessee. All right, Rob.
You know, nothing sucks like a big old orange, but I just don't think Chattanooga's going to be able to pull this one off.
I don't either, man. So
I have to say Tennessee.
We're all on board every week 1 across the board. All right, let's go back to Georgia. They got, I believe that's Tennessee Tech at home again, another smaller school. Georgia rolls. Cook?
Georgia.
Rob?
Georgia all the way.
Then Bama's got the University of South Florida. This is another win for Bama in my book. So, Cook? Oh, I know you're going to say Bama. So, Rob.
Yeah, Alabama all the way. Well, they're still playing high school teams. I mean, they hadn't got to they're still in warm up games. I can't call them high school teams because but they're not. These are still warm ups for Alabama. Why didn't Georgia get any warm ups? How come we had to start straight off with Clemson?
I know. Well, that's one of those games they want to have first early in the season to, kind of get things kicked off and going there. So, yeah, we do see that and wonder about it. Why they have that. But Bama's done it before. Other teams have done it, and so this is an interesting game for Tennessee. Week number 2.
Hang on a minute.
Go ahead.
Unmute yourself. You're muted. I can see right here on the screen where you're muted.
Yeah, unmute yourself there.
I can't unmute you for you.
You got to push the button there. He must have accidentally pushed it.
Says can't unmute your guest. Their mic isn't connected.
Well, you'll have to do that.
Do it.
There we go.
There you go. You had a fat finger there.
I thought y'all had control. I didn't know.
No,
not on that. No, you have some control.
Matches your fat head.
That was a fat finger.
Somebody called me and messed me up.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, calls will mess it up. Sorry about that.
Tennessee.
All right, we've got interesting game. Tennessee against North Carolina. NC State Wolfpack. I'd love to see this as an upset on Tennessee. I don't think that's going to happen. Sadly, I'm going to have to give Tennessee the win in second game too. So they're 2-0. All right, Cook.
I don't like this at all.
I
not
know.
like saying Tennessee's going to win, and they are.
I know.
Tennessee.
All right, Rob.
It's unanimous.
It's unanimous. So far, no breaks.
No breaks.
All right, back to Georgia. They go on the road. They're going to be at Kentucky. Kentucky has played really tough the last 2 or 3 years. And they have the quarterback that left Georgia as their quarterback now, and they're going to be good. I just don't think they're as good as Georgia this season. Georgia's going to walk in there. It won't be a blowout. Georgia does seem to play Kentucky close in most games.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It frustrates me. It'll be a close one, but Georgia will win by 10 by the end of the game. Cook?
Georgia.
Rob?
Well, I'm going to tell you. I believe when but when the Kentucky cheerleaders come running out on the field and all the Georgia fans start screaming about how about them dogs, everybody's going to know Georgia's winning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I love it when Georgia does the kickoff. You ever been there when they kick off in their home stadium, Robert?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, it's unbelievable, and I love Alabama, but that is awesome. I have to say,
it is a wonderful experience.
It's amazing.
All right, let's slide over to Bama. Bama is going to be at Wisconsin. There's a little bit stiffer challenge here, but Wisconsin, they like that ground and pound. They've opened it up some at times, but they've not been the Wisconsin that really held teams lower. Like in some ways they have, but I don't think they can hold Bama like that. I see Bama winning this game, and actually I see them winning it kind of easily. Cook?
I think it'll be closer, a little bit closer, but Bama will win.
All right, Rob?
My gut tells me Alabama's gonna lose this game. I hate to be the first one to go against the grain. I know Alabama. I know new coach. I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm giving it to Wisconsin. Alabama's gonna lose this game.
All right. There's always that possibility. That's what makes the games fun.
Yeah.
All right. Tennessee plays another really strong powerhouse week 3 a home game against Kent University. Sorry, Tennessee wins again. They've got a cupcake schedule for the first 3 games. It's going to get really tough here the next week, but Tennessee rolls over Kent. Cook?
Absolutely. Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee. Rob?
Tennessee.
Yeah. All right, back to Georgia. Big game, maybe the biggest game of the year in the SEC. There's going to be a lot of build up to this game because it is Alabama and Georgia. Of course, that win by Alabama kept Georgia out of the playoffs. That's controversial. I believe so. I think Georgia should have been in there, and I do believe there was a team. Yeah, I think even Bama fans said that. This is a tough one. This really is tough. It is at Alabama. This is not a good place that Georgia plays well, but I do believe because of the change in coaching, even though they're at home, I think Georgia's going to remember that loss. They've got something to prove here. I'm going to go Dogs wins over Bama in Alabama. Cook?
Oh, he done broke his heart making him say Tennessee wins tonight. Can he say Georgia wins? Can he do it? Oh, he's struggling.
He's thinking.
He's thinking hard. Smell the smoke.
He usually just throws it right out there. This game's got him a little bit. Wow. Georgia. And Rob?
Oh, Georgia all the way.
All right.
Look, the Saban curse is gone. We couldn't beat Saban. This other guy better look out.
Well, that takes care of Alabama for us. We don't have to go there because we're saying they're going to lose. This game is going to be tight, but Georgia pulls it out. All right, another big game. Tennessee, first big challenge, and it's a big one. They are at Ohio State University. Tennessee is going to lose this game. I do not see them winning this game. Going to the horseshoe. I don't see it.
What you think, Cook?
Cook?
Tennessee.
We done got him used to saying it. Ain't no way in heck Tennessee's winning this game.
No, it's a loss.
They're gonna be kicking their little orange behinds all the way back to Knoxville.
All right, back to Georgia. Yeah.
Tennessee's first challenge, they probably won't be good enough to it, but I don't know. Anyway,
that's okay. That's what makes it fun.
Go with good. Go with your heart. There you go.
Going back to Georgia, we've got Auburn at home. Auburn is getting better. They've showed that they're going to be definitely better in the games. They showed that, but they still got some gaps. Usually in this series, which is the oldest series in the SEC, I believe, if I remember right, continuous series, Auburn, usually the road team played better. But I just think Georgia at home, they're really going to be riding well with this. I think that Auburn is going to lose this game and Georgia wins. Cook?
Georgia.
All right, Rob?
It is unanimous. Georgia
all right.
Auburn, and, it's going to be War Sparrow by the time they get done.
All right. Alabama's going to roll into Vanderbilt on 10-5, and they're going to win that game against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's no match for Alabama in my book. Cook?
No. Roll Tide.
Rob? Yeah. Unanimous?
Vanderbilt's going to be screaming, get them off me. Get them off me.
All right. Tennessee is going to, after their spanking at Ohio State University, they're going to go to Arkansas, another road game. And they've got Florida the next week, and I think they're going to mess up in this game. They're going to. This is a trip-up game. Arkansas plays well at home. I'm going to go Arkansas here. I think Tennessee loses this game as they're looking ahead to Florida. But they do have Florida at home. But I think this game is going to bottom. They're looking too far ahead, and I'm going with Tennessee losing this game. Cook?
Tennessee.
All right, Rob?
You say Tennessee's going to win this game, Cook?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Ain't no way. Not with Florida sneaking up behind them. And Arkansas, look, I've been out in Arkansas when they was playing ball. We had to go to Jenny's sister's wedding. Let me tell you something. them fans believe and they get behind their team. And it's ugly to play ball in Arkansas. Ain't no way to that game.
Well, speaking from somebody that loves the Dallas Cowboys, I don't care how hard you root for them. If they ain't no good, they ain't no good. It hurts.
Arkansas is going to be pretty decent.
I'm going to tell you, Arkansas has had teams roll in. They've put the whooping on them when people thought they were going to roll into Arkansas. Them hogs rose up, man. Them Razorbacks, they rose up.
Sir.
All right, back to Georgia. We have at home Mississippi State University. This is a very tough game, very tough. It could be a trip-up game because the next week a huge game is looming. But I don't see Georgia blowing this here. I think they stay undefeated, they win the game, and they move on to their first or second biggest game of the season the following week at Texas. So Mississippi State loses, Georgia wins. Cook, what you got?
Georgia.
And Rob.
Them fake Bulldogs are not going to pull it off. They're going to be ugly. And, it's going to just be ugly. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah, ugly. Tear them up.
Bama has South Carolina at home. This is a win for Bama. Cook.
Bama.
Rob.
Bama.
All right.
The big, pretty close.
We really are. The big Tennessee-Florida matchup. This is always a huge game. Tennessee has came out bad on this so many times over the last many years, even when they probably should have won the game. This is a really hard pick. I do have Florida at home. I think Tennessee's going to pull this game out. Florida is still not got their stuff together. There's questions about the leadership of their coach. They have recruited well, but they've also lost recruits. I just see Tennessee playing well at home. After two losses, Tennessee's going to come back win. They're going to be riding high after a win versus Florida. Cook?
Tennessee.
Rob?
Okay, I'm going to disagree with you. I think Florida, by this point in the season, we're 5 games in. We're looking, which is be the 6th game of the season. Florida is going to either level out and play good, or they're going to be bombing. But I got a feeling they're going to level this team out, and it's going to be a close game. It's not going to be a blowout. But I'm predicting Tennessee to lose, even though they just lost 2. I think it's not a Florida fan either, but I think Florida's going to edge this one. Their previous records, stuff like that. Tennessee does have a decent team. And Florida's they may not be up to the standards, but history shows that doesn't hold true in this game. There's a lot of heart in this one. I'm going to give that.
Yeah. All right. We're going to go back to give me check something just real quick. I want to make sure I didn't make a mistake here. Give me just 1 second here to check something. I may have misspoke, and I want to make sure that I didn't. If I did, we can fix it. That's the beauty of this.
Yeah.
So I may have made a mistake on the team, and I want to make sure that I didn't. Let's see here. Hang on. People be coming up and saying, "Hey, man, y'all messed that up." So give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I checked out. We're about halfway through the season here. It's going well, and I think I did. And I did. I looked at that wrong. I still am going to give the loss to Tennessee. I said Ohio State. It's Oklahoma, and I'm sorry. Oklahoma. That's still a loss for Tennessee. I see Oklahoma winning that game. We concur. Oklahoma's going to win that game.
Yeah.
Well, I agree. Cook. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Oklahoma. I looked at it wrong. That is week 4. I'm sorry.
Now, Cook,
we got Oklahoma in the season. I got sidetracked there, so that was my mistake on that one.
You said Tennessee was going to win against Ohio.
No, I said they would lose.
Cook against Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's a Cook.
Oklahoma win. Oklahoma.
All right, he's switching. He's switching.
Got you. Just want to make sure I got it right now.
Yeah, and that was my fault. So
Okay.
I want to make sure.
Dude, you made that mistake with your glasses on? Don't.
Well, I had it initialed, and I just looked at it wrong. Hey, I'm human, man. I'm human.
We're all good.
I'm human, man.
Oh, Dave's great. He's the only person I ever seen in my life that can draft 6 fantasy football teams. Unbelievable. And have a good team on every one of them. I ain't kidding either.
He's the only one I've ever had get on to me about which side of my head I part my hair on.
All right, let's go back, finish the second part of the season off. Georgia is at Texas. This is a hard game to pick. And I'm sorry, I think Georgia loses this game at Texas. I don't think they're going to run the table. I think they will have a loss. And I think this is the loss. I'd love to be them undefeated, but I'm going to pick Texas in this game. Cook?
Longhorns.
Rob?
This is one of those times where my gut says one thing and my heart says something else. And I am too much of a Dogs fan to think these old Longhorns out there are going to beat the Dogs. We eat beef here in the South and Georgia. We like a good steak. We're going to eat them suckers up. It's going to be close. Dogs are going to win this one. Ugg are going to be chewing on a big old bone. We're going to go undefeated this year.
Awesome. I love it. I hope it's right, man.
I do too. I mean, that's
all right. Alabama rolls into Tennessee, the big K-town, Knoxville, Rocky Top, the whole deal down by the river, the Vol Navy. This is also a tough one. I want to say actually that Bama wins this game, and it would be an easy to pick to do that. I'm gonna roll the dice on this one. I'm gonna say that Tennessee upsets at home over Alabama. I think that Tennessee is riding high after their win against Florida. They've got confidence. Bama is going to be a little too confident in this game, and I'm going to go with Bama losing this game against Tennessee. Cook?
Tennessee.
Rob?
Can't do it. I want to stay with y'all. I ain't no way I'm ever going to pick Tennessee over Alabama. It ain't happening.
All right, so that picks our picks for.
It hurts to do it.
Tennessee is coming off of playing Florida, and I know they're playing Florida at home. Tennessee's going to be banged up. There ain't no way they're beating Alabama. There ain't no way.
I just think it's time, man. I think that Tennessee's riding high in confidence, and even though we have them going down a couple of times, I just think that by losing those, they're going to be playing better at that point, and they're going to rise up and beat these two teams. They're going to rise up and beat these two teams. They do have another loss.
I got that.
Are they playing Alabama? Alabama?
No, they're playing at home.
They're playing at home. So they got Florida and Alabama at home.
Yeah.
They're still not winning both of them.
That's why I said it's really a great schedule for them. It's back to back, but all right. Then we go to Georgia. Georgia's this is the big Georgia-Florida game. I'm going Dogs all the way. I think we'll walk the dog, so to speak. Cook?
Georgia.
Rob?
Unanimous.
Yes, sir.
We eat gator tail in South Georgia, too.
All right. Bama has Missouri at home. I'm going to say Bama wins that game. Missouri should get kicked out of the SEC along with Vanderbilt, bringing a couple others. But if somebody's listening that's a Missouri fan, sorry. Not sorry. Cook, what you got? Bama against Missouri?
No, I got Bama.
Rob?
Dave, that was mean.
It was mean.
Hey,
But hey, you Missouri fans, show me something different. Oh, that wasn't very nice either, was it?
When they
That
pull
was
an
not.
upset off it, we can talk.
Yeah.
You remember that time Georgia rolled into Missouri and they were bragging saying we played old man football or something, and we we won that game. I loved it. All right, Tennessee has got Kentucky at home. Wow. So anyway, that's a win for Tennessee. That's usually a tight game too, but I'm going to go win Tennessee against Kentucky. Cook.
Kentucky.
Rob.
Kentucky.
Okay. Back to Georgia. Got Ole Miss at home. I'm going dogs. Cook.
Oh.
Dogs.
Yeah,
Dogs.
they're going to beat their eyeballs out.
You
All
already
right.
got the dogs. Dogs are winning out. I'm telling you.
All right, Bamma Cook. Alabama is at LSU down in the Cajun country. Bama's going down, man. LSU's going to win this game.
I think the same thing, Dave.
I just
LSU.
got a feeling, man. It's unanimous. All right. Tennessee has Mississippi State. They're looking at Georgia the following week, and I think they're going to lose this game late on a field goal. I'm going to go Mississippi State. That's the way Tennessee does. They get really built up, and then they come crashing down. I think this is the crash landing in the season for them, although they're still going to have a good season. I just see them losing this game. Cook?
Tennessee.
Rob?
You can't win against Bulldogs 2 weeks in a row. You're going to lose. And granted, this is the little French poodle Bulldogs or whatever. No, I still don't think they can beat them. So I'll go with the Mississippi State. Okay.
All right. We got back to that Georgia-Tennessee game. Tennessee is at Georgia. I'm sorry. Dogs win. Sorry, not sorry. Cook. Smokey gets spanked. Cook.
Georgia.
Rob's going Georgia. I know.
Oh, you know it. In fact, it's going to be so bad. About 6 months from now, Smokey's going to have some of the ugliest puppies you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, I think they'll.
All right, Bama's got. I think I put initials. I think that's Mercer. It's a Bama win. They're winning that game. Cook.
Yeah.
Bama. Yeah.
Bama.
Rob.
Bama.
Yeah. And we already got the Tennessee pick for that week. Let's go back to Georgia. The big Massachusetts. That's Georgia all the way. Cook.
Georgia.
Yeah, Rob's going to pick that.
It's Georgia.
All right. Bama has a tough game. They've got Oklahoma as well on this week. So, wow. I think Bama wins this game. I really do. I think Bama wins this game against Oklahoma. Cook.
Oklahoma.
Woo. Rob.
Oklahoma.
Okay.
I don't. I know. Cook, we both made a gutsy call there, but
yeah, I know. I like it.
But Oklahoma first year, they gonna be looking to make a statement here.
Yeah, we'll see. Interesting.
It's gonna be interesting.
All right, Tennessee has UTEP. Tennessee wins. UTEP.
Never heard of it.
Oh, that's the elementary school down there next to the nursing home.
Yeah. What you got, Cook? Tennessee. Rob.
Yeah, Tennessee will beat the elementary school.
All right, the final game of the season for each of these. Of course, Georgia has Georgia Tech. The Ramblin' Wreck is going to be just that, a Ramblin' Wreck, because Georgia wins the last game of the season. I have them losing one game, and that's to Texas for the season. Goes in the playoffs. Cook.
Georgia.
and Rob's going to say, "Go Dogs."
Oh, go Dogs. All right. So you and Cook both predicted Georgia to lose to Texas. Y'all have got them down as one loss. I've got Georgia undefeated.
Hey, I like it. I think either way, it's a win. The expanded playoff, Georgia being the playoff, matches up well with against a lot of teams. So I would love that. If they beat Texas, I'll be ecstatic, and I would be glad to send what's the dude's name? The actor that's a big Tennessee fan. I mean Texas fan. McConaughey. I'll be glad to send him a card straight from Georgia fans. Go Dogs. I like him. I'm not mocking him. He's a big, huge Texas fan.
Well,
all right.
He's a huge obnoxious Texas fan. We're huge obnoxious Georgia fans.
There you go.
Alabama.
All right, Bama against their nemesis and the Iron Bowl, Auburn University. This is just one of those. Actually, on paper, I think Bama should win, but you throw out stuff when they play Auburn. This is the new coach's first. This is his first Iron Bowl. They're coming off that big win with Okie. I'm going Auburn here. I think Alabama loses this game. I think it'll be a tight game. Alabama will jump out to a lead. Auburn's going to close late. Might even be overtime, but they win by a field goal against Alabama. Cook?
But as I hate to say it, Auburn.
Rob?
All right. By my figures, Alabama will have lost 4 games before this Iron Bowl. And I think it's going to be their 5th loss.
Interesting.
Y'all may not agree with me on that, but
I think Alabama could be as good as just a 3 loss, but I do see 3 losses for sure, but I went with the 4th loss. I just think it's they've got a lot of changes on the team. Yeah. They're going to be strong, but you know what? You got to close, and I think they're going to have a little bit of problem closing some games. It's just the way it is. Hey, even Saban had a bad first year at Alabama. I mean, it wasn't. Yeah. I realize he didn't have the talent that this guy has, but I think it's going to be a little bit of adjustment for him. I'm sorry, he did great at Washington. He's in the SEC now. I don't care what they do.
There's a lot of changes.
It's different.
I just say he playing a Saturday night down in the Bayou is different than playing West Coast. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's a good coach. He's a really good coach. He's recruiting well, but I just think he's little small mistakes. He's got
to learn.
Yeah. All right, we'll close this out.
The SEC from a little small mistake a lot of times.
That's right.
And that's it. And he's not going to be able – and I don't think these games that I picked, they're all close games, and it could go either way. These games that I picked for them to lose. But I think it's going to be the small details that comes back and bites them. And that's
what I think. None of these games are going to be blowouts, and the losses, it's going to be very close, and it could easily go the other way.
Right.
And, again, we're going to come back a couple weeks for the season and look at our list so we may revise something. That's why we see it right now. All right, Tennessee closes playing Vanderbilt. I have Tennessee winning that game. Cook?
Tennessee.
Rob?
One of these years, Vanderbilt's going to beat Tennessee, and we're going to laugh.
Not this one.
Not this year. I think Tennessee's going to be playing a lot better.
Let's back up here a little bit. For the record, Alabama, Dave's picking them to drop 1, 2, 3, 4 games. For a first-year coach in the ACC, 8-4 is not bad.
It's not bad.
No.
Not bad at all. Cook, you're saying they're going to drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And even a 7-5 team first year in the SEC coach isn't bad. And I've got them losing 5 as well. 7-5 is not a bad record for a first-year coach in the SEC.
No, but if he did, the Bama fans will eat him alive.
Yeah.
He better win 8.
Yeah.
He wouldn't get fired or nothing like that, but they will eat him alive if he loses even 3 games. They expect perfection, and they've been spoiled by Nick Saban.
Oh, yeah. Them days are gone, baby. Them days are gone.
Now, Tennessee. All right. So, David, you predict 1, 2, 3, 4. A 4-loss season for Tennessee. 8-4.
Tennessee's got a weak schedule, and there are some tough games on there. Some of them I have them winning, some of them losing, but Tennessee's going to surprise this year a little bit. They're playing better. They've got their quarterback. He's playing at a high caliber. They didn't lose a whole lot. Their defense has been coming on. I don't like their offense. It's a gimmick thing to me, but if you don't stay with it, you got to play them the whole game all the way. And so I do see Tennessee getting better. They're going to start being that that team that you just love to hate even more because they're starting to put it together a little bit under this coach.
Cook, you're saying Tennessee is going to win. They're going to go 10-2.
Now he's got 3 losses there for Tennessee, I believe.
No,
Georgia,
4th week.
Kentucky, and Okie. 3 losses.
Okay, so 9-3.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
they could easily do that. They really could. It's a weak schedule.
Okay, it is a weak schedule. But you're also talking about this gimmick offense like you were talking about. And I don't like it no more than you do. And I don't think it's going to work this year. I really don't. Their defense may be coming on, but I don't think it's coming on strong enough to cover some of these teams. I'm just not feeling it. And I hate Tennessee. I'll be free to admit that. And I hate Florida. Okay? I don't like either team. But I don't think I'm necessarily going with my heart here. I'm going with my gut. I don't see Tennessee doing that good this year. I'm saying 6-6.
Hey, I love it.
That's the way I feel. And
To my Tennessee friends out there that watch the podcast, we'd love to hear your thoughts. And we love to get on other teams. I know for sure there's some Tennessee fans that watch our program. We'd love to hear your predictions. We'd be glad to put them in there. I know a couple that probably reach out. I hope so. I'd love to hear your picks, but they love Tennessee volunteer football.
I will tell you,
and on the other 2 as well. What do you think's going to happen? We'd love to hear that. Please email us or post on the site.
Absolutely. Hey, Dave and Cook, before y'all get off here, did y'all know that Knoxville has the largest tornado shelter in the world?
Is that right? I wasn't aware of that, Rob.
Yeah,
No,
Fulton County
I didn't know
Stadium.
that.
Fulton County Stadium. There'll never be a touchdown there. Sorry.
Oh,
Y'all, come on now. That was a good one. Y'all know it.
that was a good one.
Yeah. That between that and all the corpses y'all got buried for your CSI school up there that are buried in the football field there, we love y'all.
All right, before the season starts, we'll also come back and tell who we think is going to be in the playoff and who wins the national championship.
I can tell you that.
Well, we'll put Rob down. Rob says championship Georgia. I'd love to see it. But we'll come back and look at that for the season.
What's going to be fun is after a game, and then we can come in and talk about the game and how we did and all that. That's going to be fun.
Well, absolutely. That's what this sports program is for. We're fans. We're just fans, and we like to talk about it. Sorry for making a mistake on the team there. I should have wrote that out. But hey, we got them losing that game anyway against Oklahoma. So that's pretty good picks, I think. I really do think. I think Rob was a little harsh on Tennessee. I'm just going to have to say I think he went with his hatred a little more than he did with – but that's okay. That's what –
yeah, wait till we start. Wait till we pick the Florida game season. Don't throw up on my hatred here, Robert.
Yeah, that's a dog in you. And Cook, he's probably a little bit tough on Alabama. It could go either way. I think we realize that. This will be fun to track. It really will. Of course, the things we don't know, injuries that could happen to quarterbacks, major players on the team. So
my quarterback gets hurt, it's over.
We would have to adjust on the fly if we see that. We could change our picks for how we believe that. But hey, this is fun. I like it. We're going to be coming to you each week leading up to the season, talking sports, NFL, college, We might even throw in some baseball or something. So we've got our pick'ems done, and the next sports we're going to talk about maybe just some other things going on with sports.
Oh, let's talk about the 3 Florida teams next week, David.
3 Florida teams:
FSU, University of Florida, and what's that one down there that Frank likes? You know, from that girl that's married, that girl that lives in the desert out there.
Miami Hurricanes.
Oh yeah, there is another Florida team.
Maybe we can get them to come in and do some picks with us for Miami.
Awesome.
That would be fun. We'll pick Florida. I'll tell you what. I'll pick Florida State's games.
Yeah.
And you guys could do Florida, and they could do Miami. But hopefully, we can get them on. That would be great.
That would be awesome.
Okay.
To have all 5 of us on here.
Yeah. I love
it.
it.
That next week. That'd be awesome.
If somebody wants to come on and pick one of them as well, or pick another team, that's fun too. Let's do it. Yeah. So I like it.
Send us a message if you want to come on here. Hang on a minute. I believe I can just let's do that. There's our email address. Send it to us. We'll send you the information you need to get on, and we'll let you jump on and pick with us. We don't care.
Absolutely.
Cool. That's cool.
As the season gets started, closer, I should say, we may do even extra sports programming, but we'll definitely be doing a program every week. And we may do a second one where we just kind of talk round table of sports headlines, and then we'll do picks as well and talking about those. So come back and see us here at SFP Sports. It's been good, Rob. Appreciate you, Bamma Cook.
Roll Tide.
Go Dogs.
Oh, scared the cats again.
Yeah, you scared the cats.
Cook, hang on for after the show here. Don't run off.
Okay.
You got to tell Cook that, or he'll just be gone.
I know, he'll just be out. Goodbye, everybody. God bless.
God bless
Go Dogs.
Go.